Hello, my name is Franklin and welcome to my channel. I've been asked to show how do you check the hydraulic fluid level on this machine and how do you add hydraulic fluid if it's low. So I'm going to do that. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to check the hydraulic oil and add on this little mini Bobcat mini excavator. The boom is all the way out. It blew a hose, so it's practically empty now, so I can't move it anyway. But normally you have it out like that and you have it down in the ground. And then you come over here and you look at this little sight glass right here. You see this little sight glass back there? I don't know if you can see it right there. And then you fill it up to the top line right there. Now when it's low, it has to be between these two. When you check it between these two, it's okay. But you can see there's nothing at all right there. So it's definitely empty. So you come over to here, this part here. You see, this is the diesel tank here, and right next to it is your hydraulic tank. So you remove these bolts here, with it's a 19 millimeter or 3/4. You just kind of loosen all those up and take them out. Okay. And then you grab this one here. Make sure you get them all out. That one's tighter for some reason. Maybe it hasn't been off recently. There we go. Take off all of these. They are 3/4 or 19 millimeter. This here's a breather here, by the way. In case it builds up any pressure, it releases the pressure. Okay, there's one more back there. Okay, and there's usually a cover over this, but you have to remove it in order to add this. I don't know where it's at. Somebody took it off. But you just kind of take all these bolts off. See how it kind of lifts up a little bit. Just kind of pick it straight up like that. Make sure you take your spring out so you don't lose it. Put it to the side. That goes on top of your filter there. And all you do now is you get a jug and let's get up there and pour it in. Okay, now that it's open, you see I removed that cover with a 3/4 inch. So you just get your jug, pour in your hydraulic oil, put the spout on the top so it doesn't spit back at you often. You just pour it in there and you keep an eye on that little sight glass as you're doing it. To see that it's at the top line is where you stop. But this one's almost empty, so you're gonna need maybe at least a couple. Okay, let's get one more. Okay. Okay, I have another. Well, make sure you clean off these cans so you don't pour any trash into the hydraulic tank. So you make sure you clean them off first. And like I said, put the spout on top so you don't spit all over the place. Otherwise it'll be coughing a lot, trying to get the air out. There we go. Pour that sucker in. There you go. Okay, let's take a look at it. Oops, up there pretty high. Let's check out the sight glass and see what it's got. Okay, see, it looks pretty good in there. Now let's go over to the sight glass. Okay, as you can see, it has not even gotten to the sight glass. See, the sight glass is clear, so it needs to go up to here. So we still got a ways to go. Okay, let's add some more. Clean off the top of the can. Make sure the spout's at the top. And pour it in. Okay, let's check it out right there. I'll put some more. Might as well put it all in there. Okay, well, that's 3 jugs at least. Now let's check the level and see where we're at. Okay. Okay, it marks in there at least. See where the line is? Right here. It's not full. It's between the 2. See a little dot with a little ball in there? So the level is like between the 2. The problem is some of the lines are empty, so once it starts, it's going to go down some. So we're still going to need a little bit more of hydraulic oil. So let's see if we can find like a half a jug to add in there again. Okay, I got another jug here. We're going to put in half this time. This time we're going to add half because it is almost full. And that should do it. And we're using AW46 hydraulic oil. It is starting to rain again. Okay, let's call it out quick there. Let's take a look at it. Okay, as you can see, it's above. It's all the way up there now. But as soon as we start it up, it'll go down some, so it'll be okay. That looks good. We'll leave it there. Okay, now we're going to put the cover back on. See the spring? Put the spring back in there. And you see the little point right here? That goes inside the spring. And then you just put the bolts in there and tighten them down with a 3/4 inch wrench or a socket, whatever. You don't put them too tight, just tight enough. Make sure you get them in there. It's starting to rain, so I got to put up my phone before I get it all soaked up. And that's pretty much it for adding oil to the hydraulic system. AW46 is what we use. Bobcat, I'm sure, has their own fancy brand, but we use mostly for the heavy equipment AW46. It's a gloomy day today. Okay. I will have to delete that part where I fell down. Okay. will edit it out, if I remember. Okay, all back up, all tightened up. Good to go. Okay, that'll do it. So now what we do is we crank it up and we check the level will go down a little bit. So we'll check and see where it's at then. I want to thank you all for watching this short video on how to add hydraulic oil and check the level. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, take a short second to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you very much.